You know, YouTube, you wonder if they made up this whole world away from nature so they can deceive people. Yes. I grew up around nature in New England. I used to live next to the woods. I used to visit there with my dog almost every day. I loved it. For me, it was very natural. I'm a very natural person. Well, what's the opposite of natural? The unnatural, the synthetic, the fake, society. They call that progress, right? Know what's real, know what's fake. Nature is 100% real. Society is almost all fake. Fake relationships, fake people, fake words. Now, I don't want you to all get cynical. You don't want that. And you have every right to be cynical. I can see why people would get more and more cynical today, just speaking. Yeah, man, they made it all up. The builders of society, well, we could go back to ancient Atlantis, but Greece was the first great society, well, after Atlantis, and that was about 2,500 years ago. They say Atlantis was about 10,000 years ago, a long time ago, and it was very technologically advanced at the time. They had submarines, apparently. They had a death ray, which added to its destruction. I think I talked about it in another video. It was from crystals, and it came from the power of the sun, but they could direct it at wherever they wanted to destroy, which you're seeing they're starting to do that now with all the wildfires and what just happened in Hawaii. I don't want to get all over the place like a shotgun blast, but my point here is there's truth and there's fakery. Truth is nature, fakery is society. Oh no, man, you're just talking shit. What are you talking about? That's all truth. Really? You're saying the media is truth? You're saying politics is truth? You're saying politicians speak truth? Lawyers are natural people? No, there's some good lawyers, but they're basically deceivers. Teachers, there's great teachers, but if they teach, I love personally specialized teaching, like psychology, for instance, or teach me about certain great people in history that I like, or certain artists I like, or musicians, or anyone in the creative realm that were filled with truth. You know, they want to get away from truth, man. They want to keep the wool pulled over your eyes so you don't see the wolves in sheep's clothing. They're deceiving you 24/7, and it's up to you to cut through the bullshit like a saw, man. They don't teach you that in school at all. So why do they put us in school? To fill our heads with bullshit. Fill our heads waste our time, waste the fun, the joy we have as children to disguise what they're teaching us. You think you're learning English, you think you're learning math, you think you're learning science. No, you're learning popularity, you're learning politics, you're learning being trendy. If that's what you're about, then go for it. I want no part of that myself. Everyone has their own interests. I never try to tell people how to live. I don't want people telling me how to live. I want to be filled with the truth, and I can have a good chuckle at the clowns out there thinking they know the truth when they're caught up in the matrix, like most of society, thinking they know what's the most important things in life, and they don't know shit. It's important to know what's important. Love, real friendship, eternal brotherhood with your people, with people who think alike, family, integrity, honesty, talent, being accountable, owning up to your mistakes, know when you're being fake, when you're adding to the matrix. Let's put some more coal in that fire. Let's load it up. Just add to the bullshit. I think that compost pile's pretty big, and it's smelling really bad, so maybe we ought to dump some fertilizer on it finally. It's important to seek more truth as I see society getting away from truth. All the great, for instance, Greek philosophers, Socrates, Plato, Euripides, Epictetus, something like that. You can correct me, I really, doesn't matter. You can leave it in the comments. There were some great ones that these great philosophers knew everything, and they were so humble, they said, I don't know anything, when the results of their learning, what they taught people, and Greece had maybe the best society of all time. That's my personal opinion. They weren't barbaric like the Romans having the Colosseum, but Rome wasn't always like that, of course. And ancient Atlantis started out good, but they became corrupt and evil. And you can say that's just in man's nature, but that's all an excuse. It really is. Whatever happened to personal development? Whatever happened to saying, I learned from these mistakes, and just, you don't want to make those mistakes anymore, and you pass that information, that teaching on to other people who can teach it to the next generation and the next generation. But it seems like today, more than any other time, they want to sweep it under the rug and hide it, block it off from people so they don't know the truth. And look no further than our present day media in America. It's not as bad as other places in the world, but media is media. It's controlled by a couple of corporations today, BlackRock and Vanguard. They bought up everything. So, with that being said, know that you're being led down the wrong path if you don't know the truth. Be true.